just been outrageous. These kids have been telling me to be a stand-up since I was like in second grade, and I'm just class clown. And I used to say it's because I suck at everything else, but I've actually been getting all right at electrical work lately, so I can't say that anymore. But I just like talking. I like to say stand-up's kind of like cocaine, but you can get satisfied off of. Like coke, you can like. I feel like I never really get enough. I never get that line. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one. I'm not gonna need any more for the rest of the night. But at first, when I started performing, it felt like cocaine. Like you get the high and your senses are heightened, but I couldn't get satisfied from it. But then once I started doing all right on stage, then it's like the purest cocaine that they've never made. I love it. Bill Burr, the one he does in black and white, specifics. Louis C.K.'s Chewed Up back in 2008. Should I look at the camera? Back in 2008, he did Chewed Up, and I really liked that. My dad pulled me into the room and was like, I was in like high school or middle school even maybe, and he was like, you gotta watch this. And I was just watching this vulgar comedy with my dad, and I don't know, it was just cool that I could bond with my dad because he was vulgar, but he was so good at it that I could watch it with my dad. I remember that. Louis C.K. Well, he did Lucky Louie on HBO, which is kind of like a dirty sitcom show, and I really like that. But sketch comedy, like it's hard for. I don't really like sketch comedy. Like I'm so organically like, not saying that it's bad or like I don't really even have that skill like to write it. I just like stand up. I listen to a lot of podcasts because I just like organic conversation, funny. Not saying that there aren't things that I can watch that make me laugh, like funny movies. Like we just watched Caddyshack. I love Caddyshack. And as far as new, I don't know, like The Dictator was good and all, but I just like stand up and conversation. Like when it's not premeditated, I feel like that's the best. Either Bill Burr or Joe Rogan. I think if I had to pick one, maybe Joe Rogan, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's tough to say. I would like to get roasted by the people I work with because they're really good at busting balls. And comedian-wise, roasting, I mean, I gotta say Jeff Ross just because it's like, he's the roast master. I can't really think off the top of my head. But I never really think of insults for people, personally. Hopefully I'll be sleeping in my car on the road in Iowa. I guess comedic acting would be fun, like writing for a TV show. I don't know, talk show writing, like monologues and stuff, like clean monologues. I have a hard time doing that. Like I wrote for this one show. They did a talk show on YouTube, and they're like, "That's a great joke. We can't use it because it has like the word gun in it." And I'm like, I can't say gun. Like how acting, comedic acting. Well, I don't have a website at the moment, but I am Brock White 2 on Twitter, and I'm Brock White on Facebook. I want them to feel like they had to pee and they just barely made it to the toilet. Hey, I'm Brock White. Check out my interview on cutie.pie.com. Do it.